At night when I go to start it. Okay,
Yep,
I'm going to hit start.
So when you can you see it good right there?
Yeah.
So to start the machine, you're just going to push anywhere. You can push right here in the middle.
Okay.
Start it.
Yeah.
All right, and stop.
Okay.
All right, and it shows you a sleep report. It shows you how many hours you slept and how many events you had per hour, which you want to see below 1.0. So if you see 0.0, 0 point whatever number, you're doing great. All right?
Okay.
Because you don't want to see it. To me, I look at it like this. If it's 1 or more, I don't want my airway closing 1 time an hour. So that's why I say if you see 0.0 or 0 point something, that's what you want to see.
Okay.
Okay? And then the happy face. The happy face lets you know your mask is fitting good.
Okay.
If it's a sad face, it's leaking too much. Same thing for the humidifier. If the humidifier is a sad face, something's wrong with your humidifier. So as long as you see happy faces, you see that below 1.0, you're doing fine. And you want to see that you're getting over 4 hours every night. Okay? Or each day.
Okay. Okay, usage hours. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And then to get to the humidity, push this button, the home button. You see my options.
Yeah.
You want to see that arrow there.
Yeah.
You push this button. It takes you to my options, and you go down to humidity level.
Right.
Push the button and put it on whatever number you think is comfortable for you to help keep your nose and mouth from getting dry.
Okay.
Push the button again. That sets it. So you want to see humidity level with the number there. You turn the machine on. It shows you on the lower right-hand corner what you have it set on, and that little heat symbol lets you know the water is being heated up.
Okay.
Turn the machine off, and at the top you'll see a flashing snowflake, which lets you know that your CPAP unit is cooling down the humidifier. You'll feel air blowing through your tubing. It's not on. It's just a cooling down process.
Okay.
All right. Then to turn it off, you go back to it. You don't have to turn it off every night. It's just if you don't want it. You go back to it. You go to humidity level. Put it on off and push the button again.
Okay. So every night I have to...
you don't have to mess with it every night. As long as you have it set where it's comfortable, all you need to do is just put water in here every night.
Okay.
And clean this every day. And that's it.
Okay.
So only time you need to go back in there is if you need to adjust it because it's giving you too much or not enough humidity. Or you don't want to use the humidity at all. That's the only time you need to go back to it. Okay. So once you have it set, you just leave it where it is.
Okay, cool.
Okay?
Yep.
And that's it.
AirSense 10. Okay.
Yeah. AirSense 10 for her.
Okay. They make a different one for him? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes.
No way.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always get this for the ladies.
Really?
Yeah, I always order this for the ladies.
Okay. Why? What makes them all different?
It's just the way it looks. That's all.
Oh, okay.
The men is like a darker color, and the women has a little flower print on it.
Oh, how nice!
I figured make it look nice for the ladies, right? You got to pay attention to details. Whatever makes you feel comfortable,
Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. Great.
Remember, don't throw this away.
Okay.
Keep this, and this you want to clean. All right.
Yeah.
You can clean that as often as you clean the tubing once a week.
Okay.
All right. And then that goes on there, and you can swivel this depending on what side of the bed you're sleeping on.
Okay. Great. Okay.
And this is your attachment for the power cord.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
So that goes there.
If this should happen to break, can I put in like a computer laptop cord? And
I don't know.
As long as
you want to make
fits?
sure it's compatible.
Okay.
Because this is 90 watts. I don't know what the computer cord is.
Okay.
Yeah, but it shouldn't break.
All right. Just question. Yeah. Just asking.
And then this is your filter.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Pop that open. Check that every 2 weeks. Just grab it. Look underneath. If it's dirty, throw it out. If it's not, put it back in there the same way you took it out. All right. If it's in there for a month and it still looks clean, throw it out anyway. And it doesn't matter what side you put it on; it's the same.
Okay.
And then you just lay it in there like that and close it tightly.
Okay. Cool.
The water chamber again. You just squeeze and pull that out. You're gonna open that up right here, like this. Put your water in there. Don't fill the water above that maximum fill line.
Okay.
And then you're going to take this out to clean it every day.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
Both sides of the seal, get underneath the lip on both sides, all the way around. And to take this off, you just pull this out right here.
Uh-huh.
And that comes out. And you want to, when you do the vinegar and water, so 3 parts water, 1 part white vinegar down inside of here, and submerge these two in the 3 parts water and 1 part white vinegar for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Don't submerge this one.
Okay.
Then this goes right back on here on the side.
Wonderful.
All right, and that goes in one way with this opened in first. All right, and you have a cavity area right here. So while cleaning it, you get water in it. There's a drain hole here.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that all?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thanks for going over it again.
No problem. When I start talking about cleaning and reordering supplies, you don't have to try to remember that. Okay. I have a folder. I have some paperwork in your folder behind me that'll remind you of what to do.
Okay.
All right. Also, I have reminders programmed in your machine. You'll see it pop up on the screen. It'll read "Contact your provider." All right. There's 3 numbers I'm going to show you can call. There's 1 on the top of your machine here and 2 in your folder. Call those numbers. Supplies will be shipped right out to you. Once you receive the supplies, you want to make sure you see the reminder on the screen. Push this button. It'll reset and remind you again.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this machine. Well, no. Let me back up. When I start talking about cleaning and reordering, you don't have to try to remember all that either. That's on the sheet as well.
Okay.
But you'll hear me say warm soapy water. Okay? What you want to use is a baby shampoo, Original Dawn dishwashing liquid, Dove or Palmolive. Something mild. No antibacterial, no lotions or moisturizers, no alcohols, no bleaches.
Okay.
All right? Now, see this right here?
Yep.
That's where your disposable filter is. See that opening right there?
Yep.
You're going to pop that open and check that every 2 weeks. Grab it, look underneath. If it's dirty, throw it out.
Okay.
If it's not, put it back in the same way you took it out and check it again later. If it's in there for a month and it still looks clean, throw it out anyway and put a new one in.
Okay.
When you replace it with the new one, it doesn't matter what side you put it on. All right, you're just going to lay it in there like that.
All right.
Oops. And then close it tightly. Okay? You get 18 of these per month. I've already have a pack of 6 in your bag, so basically you get 6 every 4 months. Okay?
Okay.
6 filters. That's what their insurance allows.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. Now, this machine, I already told you, sends us information wirelessly. If we don't get information from this, all right, for whatever reason, you open this up, push here, you have an SD card. This gathers all the data while you use the machine.
Cool.
Okay. The only time you take this out is if we request it or the doctor.
Okay.
Other than that, you leave it in there.
Okay.
All right. That goes there. Make sure that's pushed all the way in. Your water chamber. This you're eligible to reorder every 6 months. All right. This is used to help keep your nose and mouth from getting dry. All right. So you use distilled water only.
Okay.
So no tap water, filtered water, boiled water, anything like that. And don't fill it above that maximum fill line. All right?
Yeah.
So this is all based on your comfort. So if you're getting dry, you want to put water in it. If you're not, you don't have to. All right? But if you do, you're going to open it up here, put your water in there.
Okay.
Clean this out every day. Warm soapy water if you're using water. Okay? Take this seal out, clean underneath the lid and both sides of the seal.
What do you mean if I'm using water? That's if I don't get dry, or if I get dry and I'm using water, then clean it, right?
Right. If you're using water in here to help prevent from getting dry, then you want to clean it out every day. If you're not using water, you don't have to clean it because there's nothing in it.
Right. Okay. So I imagine I'm going to be using water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just I'm just letting you know all the options you have.
Okay.
You know, some people think they need to put water in there every day, and that you may not. You know, so it's all based on how you feel. Like in the summertime, the air is more humidified. You may not. Just depends. Some people take medications that dry their mouth out, so they want to use it all the time to help with that. Okay. Clean both sides of your seal. Get underneath the lip on both sides, all the way around. Okay. And if while cleaning it, you get water in this little cavity area, there's a drain hole here. Drain the water out of that hole. Rinse this out real good. Shake it out. Put it to the side. Let it air dry. Disinfect this at least once a month. 3 parts water, 1 part white vinegar. And let it sit in here for 20 minutes. All right. You take this little lid off right here.
Yeah.
And you want to submerge this in the 3 parts water, 1 part white vinegar.
Okay.
Don't submerge this. Okay.
Okay.
Just this part. Rinse everything out. Shake it out. Let it dry. And then you want to reattach this. All right.
And if you don't get sick, you're probably, if you don't clean this out, you probably get sick, right?
Well, yes, you want to prevent bacteria and things like that. Okay, so this only goes in one way. Put it here, push it up in there. All right, close that tightly. Now, whether you use water or not, this has to go in the machine. If it's not in there, when you turn this on, the air will shoot out and it'll shut off. Okay? Be careful when you putting this in, because if you spill water in here and you get water damage, or you drop this or drop something on it and damage it, that voids your warranty. Warranty is for 2 years. If the machine malfunctions, we can get it replaced at no charge to you or the insurance within that 2-year period. Okay? Set this up next to your bed. It doesn't have to be exactly level. A little bit lower or higher is fine, just not on the floor. No direct contact with the heat vent, space heater, air conditioner, or humidifier. Okay? Your tubing attaches back here. Now, your tubing, you're eligible to reorder once a year. Both ends are the same. Okay? You want to clean this at least once a week. Put a couple of drops of liquid soap in there, run some warm water in it, and swish it through a number of times. Rinse it out real good, shake it out as best you can, hang this up and let it air dry.
Through the whole hose?
Through the whole thing, you're just going to swish it through. Disinfect it at least every other week. All right, after you clean it, pour a little bit of white vinegar in there. You don't need to dilute it. Swish that through the same way. Shake, rinse it out real good, shake it out as best you can, hang it up and let it air dry. All right. Don't hang this up in your bathroom. All right, because of germs and moisture.
All right.
All right. See this right here?
Yep.
Don't throw this away. It's a little elbow connection, because this comes with your initial setup. They haven't been sending this with the additional orders. All right. So this and watch this just like everything else. This attaches to one end of your tubing, and this attaches to your machine, not your mask. All right. So that goes there, and depending on what side of this machine you're sleeping on, you can rotate over. All right. So you don't want it facing that way, and you're on this side, and this pinches. All right. Then your power cord attaches there. All right. Now with your power cord, don't use an extension cord unless it's a good one. A power strip will work great. That'll help protect you against surges and allergies. This part right here, you want on the floor, not up by your machine, and don't put it in front of a heat vent. And that's your connection for the back. So when I connect this, you'll see that it'll show ResMed. It'll show that it's preparing your SD card. Then you should see my options and sleep report. Okay?
I see it.
All right. Now when I say turn the machine on or off, I want you to push up here. Doesn't matter where you push. If I say push the button, I want you to push there. Okay? All right. Turn the machine on.
Start.
All right. So the machine is on. It's quiet. Okay? So that's your pressure building up there, and you should see the number 11 here. That's the pressure they prescribe to keep your airway open. All right? So it'll reach up there, then all of a sudden it'll go out. The light will go off. All right? That's so it doesn't bother you while you're sleeping at night. So the machine is still on. Okay? Some people think the machine went off. All right? Turn the machine off.
Stop.
All right, and it shows you a sleep report. It shows you how many hours you slept the night before and how many vents you had per hour. That's talking about how many times you stop breathing for more than 10 seconds and or your airway closes. What you want to see right there is below 1.0. So you see zeros or 0 point whatever number, you're doing fine. Okay? You see the two happy faces? Now if the light goes out when I'm talking, just push that button. First one is for your mask. That lets you know the mask is fitting good. Okay? If it's a sad face, your mask is leaking too much and you want to make adjustments. Okay?
Just by tightening it up?
Not always. Sometimes you can just move the mask around. Sometimes you can adjust the way your head is on the pillow. Then, the last result most of the time is, just snugging it up a little bit more. You don't want to make it overly tight and then it irritates your skin or it's just uncomfortable. All right? So the longer you use it, the more you get familiar with it, the more you know what you need to do to adjust it. Like I said, sometimes it's just a matter of lifting your head a certain way, and it stops the leak. All right? Now the humidifier, same process. You see a sad face, the humidifier is not working properly. So if you see a happy face, everything is good. All right, push that home button at the bottom. All right, so you're back to my options and sleep report. So this is how you're going to get to the humidity controls. So you want to see my options lit up like it is with that arrow. If it's down here, that means it's selecting sleep report. All right, so you want it up here, push that button. You see humidity level? Turn that button to the right. Till you get there, push the button again, turn it to the right again.
To the right again?
Yep, and you can go from 1 all the way up to 8. Say the higher the number, the more humidity, the faster the water evaporates. Okay, so you have to select what number works best for you or what setting.
How do I know?
You just have to, sometimes you got to adjust it and play with it. Like
humidity.
one night, That's for the humidity. See what it takes to keep it from getting so dry. Now you might get dry a little bit, but you don't want it to be so dry that your mouth is like pasty or like it's sticking together.
Yeah.
And if your mask leaks a lot during the night, regardless of how high you have that, you'll get dry anyway because of that air coming in from the outside. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, when you put it on the number, you have to push this button again to set it.
Okay.
All right, and you want to see it like that. All right. So turn the machine on.
On start.
All right, so you should see that number you had it on in the lower right hand corner and its heat symbol. So that lets you know where you have it set and the water is being heated up. Okay? Turn the machine off. All right, you see that flashing snowflake at the top? That's letting you know that your CPAP unit is cooling down the humidifier. All right, you feel that air blowing through there?
Yeah.
That's just the cooling down process. The machine is not on per se. All right? So now we're going to turn this off since we don't have water in there. You remember how to get there?
Stop.
Nope.
Off.
Home button.
Okay.
Let me see where we are now. Okay, hit my options. All right, and remember humidity level, turn it to the right. Push the button, turn it to the left, then push the button again to off.
Okay, off.
There you go, and that's it.
All right, cool.
So these are little sleeves that I'm taking out of here right now. I'm going to show you where those go. Okay, so your insurance allows you to reorder this once a year. Okay, this mask. All right, the whole thing just as you see it. See these little holes right here?
Yeah.
Those are exhalation ports. You'll feel air coming from there. It's not a leak. That's so the CO2 doesn't build up in your mask while you're breathing.
Right.
If you get up in the middle of the night, the other end of your hose is attached here. You can squeeze this and take that off and breathe comfortably through this hole. So you can get a straw if you want to get some water, go to the restroom or what have you. That way you don't have to take the mask off.
Okay.
And halfway through the night you have sleep trying to put it back on. Come back to bed, pop that back in, turn the machine back on.
Okay.
All right, now the headgear, you want to clean at least once a week. All right, all you do is pull this out, swing it down, and it goes right to that slot and slide it right out.
Okay, cool.
Same thing on this side. Pull out, swing down, slide out.
Okay.
All right. Now these you want to clean, this right here, clean once a week. Let it soak in some warm soapy water for a couple of minutes. When you clean it, rub on it all the way around while it's in the water.
Okay.
Rinse it out real good, squeeze it out as best you can, hang this up and let it air dry. It's best to do that in the morning, that way it gives it all day to dry.
Yeah.
Then you're going to take these sleeves. You're going to take these off and clean them the same way. When they dry, you're just going to slide them back down on here. Whoops. Just getting a good grip on them. All right, slide that on there like that. Okay? Same thing here.
And what are the sleeves for?
Just gives you more comfort on the side so you don't have this hard silicone against your face.
I gotcha.
All right, so you got that little cushion there.
That's cool.
All right? So now when you put this back on, you see the short straps?
Yeah.
Those go at the top.
Yeah.
And you always want to make sure that the Velcro is facing out, not in. Okay, like that.
All right.
All right, and this goes down the bottom, just goes right over the top of that hook there. Now, when you take your cushion off, you're going to clean this every day. All right? You're going to take your fingers, I don't know if you're left-handed or right-handed, but grab the cushions like that with your two fingers. Grab this strap and pull out. See how that releases? Once that releases, you just pull that right out.
Okay.
All right, take this off. You're going to clean this, and you're going to wash this every day.
Okay.
All right? You can do this every day if you like, once a week, however. But every day with this. Wet it, put a little liquid soap on your fingers, clean around here real good. Get in between the layers. As you're rinsing it off, rub on it to get that soapy film off. You can get down inside of here as well. Shake it off as best you can. Put it to the side like this to let it air dry.
Okay.
Don't stand it up because you don't want the water to build up in there. Correct.
Okay.
All right. Now, because you're going to have this for a year, if this starts to get so soft to where it's not holding the pressure well, you could always purchase another cushion, and that'll be $70 plus with tax $76. Or you can soak it in some cold water for a few minutes, and just let it kind of like rejuvenate itself a little bit, firm up just a little more. So you're going to take this little elbow here. Let's show you the easy way. Push that in there first. Tuck this in at the top. Squeeze here. Squeeze there, and it's back together. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Be careful.
Okay. Now you want me to take this off?
However, which way you want to do, whatever you want to do first. If you want to take the cushion out, put the strap on, the bottom strap. Put that strap on it. Remember, over the hook.
Over the hook.
No, down here. Which one are you trying to do first? Take the headgear off or the?
I don't even know. Probably the strap.
You can go ahead and just do
Like.
Swing it down right to that slot and straight out. There you go.
Okay.
You don't have to do both sides. It's the same.
Okay.
Then you can put that back on.
Okay.
This top one. Okay. Now take that bottom strap and put it over the hook. I'll show you how to take the cushion off. So you want to grab that strap with your right hand. Nope, this strap. With your right hand.
Okay.
Grab the cushion with your 2 fingers, the hard part of the cushion. Now pull that strap out. There you go.
Oh my God.
You did it. Now pull
It's
it out.
like breaking.
Nope, just pull it out.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
It's that easy. Yeah.
Hands on, you
There
know.
you go. Right.
Okay.
Then you just put that little elbow in first,
Yeah.
tuck it in at the top, and then squeeze at the bottom. Right down here. Right, yep, just like put your fingers and squeeze these together. Nope, not up here, down here. So you're just gonna push and squeeze.
Okay.
Push it in, however you want to do that.
Okay, and then
Press that, take that off.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
You good? That's it.
Okay.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clean it, dry it off, try it on you, recline you back in the chair. If everything is fitting good, if you let me know if the pressure is too much for you, I can put it on what's called a ramp, where it'll start off at a lower pressure, then build up to your pressure. That helps you get adjusted to it.
Okay.
So once all that's done, I'm going to turn on some ocean sounds behind me, turn off the overhead light. I'm going to step out of the room, finish your paperwork, and I'll be back in here. Okay?
Okay.
So when you get a new mask, always clean this cushion before you use it.
Okay.
All right? Just make sure there's no residue on it from the manufacturer.
Any rat crap. Gotcha.
Yeah. Right. If they say it's in our food, it's got to be on everything else too, right?
Right.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah. So I can actually take a hairdryer, right, and blow.
You don't need to.
Okay.
No. I do this because if I don't, we have to sit in here and let it air dry, and we don't have time for that. Turn the TV on, watch a little baseball game, check it every now and again, make sure it's dry.
Yeah.
Alright. So that attaches just like that. So like I said, if you get up, you just squeeze that, take it off.
Okay.
Turn the machine off. Don't leave it running.
Okay.
Pop that back in, turn the machine back on.
Okay. Should I take off my glasses?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.